All right, we're live. So they're playing The Search for Leon, Medieval Hangover. Uh, so, seeing as your crew were the ones that threw Leon his bachelor party, I think it's only fitting that you guys describe the night of the bachelor party and some of the things that were planned and maybe where the blacking out begins.
Okay. So I just want to start off. I see Mulric. Oh, hey, Mulric. Come to show off your big bulging muscles, huh?
Clover, you know that I don't need to show these off. They show themselves off. Ooh, yeah, I feel great.
Mulric is double fisting at this point. He's starting the night off on a good note.
Well, I would feel great too if you hand me one of those drinks.
Are you sure you can drink this? This is like the size of your arm.
Well, my bladder is the size of a small deflated balloon, but yes, I think I'll try it.
Oh, I hand him one of my flagons of ale.
All right. Clover takes like a very dainty sip. I have to go to the bathroom already.
That's what I call a stone piss.
Well, if my taste buds weren't so far apart, then, I could taste it a little bit better, but I can barely taste anything at all. My tongue is terrible.
Maybe another flagon of ale and you'll stop complaining.
Maybe you're right, but first I gotta go to the bathroom before I piss my pants. And Clover, like, shuffles over to the bathroom, doing, like, the pee-pee dance.
Oh, wow. Meanwhile, you see Leon just going to town with some of the bar wenches and harlots in the fine establishment that you guys have chosen for Leon's bachelor party. The name of the establishment being the Dragon's Den.
Ooh, the Dragon's Den.
All right.
Wow.
Yes.
Leon seems to be having a great time, huh?
Yeah, in too great of a time. Sometimes I worry about him, but I got just the thing that'll put him in place.
And I pull out of Mulric pulls a belt out, and you can tell it's it's a champion's belt. Got the big foil. And it's silver, and he hands it, and Mulric goes over to Leon.
Wait. As you're pulling the belt out, Clover is actually pretty tipsy at this point. And he's like, wow, that's only slightly larger than my head. Maybe one day I could win that. Because he's drunk now, so he feels a little bit more confident about his body.
Clover, you're gonna wish that you had never said those words.
Ulrich heads over to Leon, hands him the belt, says,
Leon, I'd like you to have this. This was the very first belt that I won. It was mine when I won second place in the World Mud Wrestling Mania.
Wow! This is great! I'm gonna put it on right now! Woo! And he puts it on and he just starts doing the Ric Flair. Woo!
That boy.
And then, so now you see Leon with all the grace that you would expect of a dwarven jester, tumbling about the establishment right into the face level with human women's crotches, and then like hip thrusting while going, woo!
I have an idea. I have a drinking game idea. Well, it was kind of my surprise. I didn't want you to steal all my thunder, Mulrick.
I don't believe that's possible. I have the only thunder that there is to steal.
That's probably true. Anyway, so, you guys know I'm a warlock. It's probably the only good thing about me. But anyway, and Quover starts going over to like a random closet that's in this Dragon Inn. I thought we could do like a little drinking game where, well, it's like a challenge. And he opens the closet and there's an undead stripper in there. I brought her back to life. I think we should do like shots off of her ass. And then like he like gestures over and the undead thrall just kind of goes over to this table and he makes her like bend over and you just see like maggots and shit crawling out of her ass and she just smells terrible and he places like a couple shots on her. Go ahead, Leon. Your turn.
Leon just looks at you like, are you serious? And then he's like, Quover, I love the creativity, but I'm not drunk enough for this yet. And then he goes and he grabs one of Mulrick's large mugs of stone piss and then just starts chugging it.
Well, that's fine. More for me then. And Quover like hops up on like a stool so he can reach this undead human's body, and he just like bends down and like gets the shot glasses like with his mouth.
Meanwhile, you hear the undead woman's guts rumbling in the post-mortem goings on within the bowels, and then she lets out a deep.
Okay, so she farted, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay, so can anyone smell this? I just want to say Quover can't
Everyone,
smell this.
it really clears out the establishment.
Everyone can smell this but Quover, and he's like, "What's wrong? Oh, is there a smell? If my nostrils weren't so terrible, I probably could smell it if I didn't always have a constant running nose."
God, that smells worse than defeat.
I wish I could smell anything.
Shit.
My life is terrible.
Over. Will you send that damn woman back from when she came?
Oh, okay, sure. I mean, she was my cousin twice removed. Well, once removed now since she's back.
You have an awful sense of humor.
I know. It's one of my worst qualities. And I send her back out.
So then at that point you hear a thump and you turn and see Leon wobbling on his feet, having dropped the Mulrick's huge mug, having downed it in as close to one gulp as possible. And he stumbles over to you guys and he's like, "Wait, where's that chick that you got for me, Quover? I was getting ready for a body shot."
I'm sorry, Leon. You probably smelled that terrible smell, and I know normally it's me because my bowels are fucking terrible, but it was actually the undead woman, so I had to send her out, or Mulrick would have pulverized me with his giant muscles.
Oh, you guys.
Mulrick, I say, we are not caught up to Leon. We need to start drinking to catch up to Leon.
So Leon brings you guys in close. And he's like, "Guys, I'm getting married. Can you believe it?
Leon, I can. You've been in a relationship for 8 years. It was only a matter of time at this point.
If I didn't have an irregular heartbeat, it would be feeling great feelings for you.
Leon, did you ever resolve that issue we were talking about? You know, the old wink wink nudge nudge issue.
Oh, you mean that rub and tug back a while back?
Yeah, the rub and tug. Did you ever resolve it?
Oh yeah, man. I got that out of my system, and it's oh.
Oh no.
It sprays all over Quover's shoes.
Well, now my feet look slightly less fat. Thanks for covering my feet. I appreciate it.
Anytime, Clover. But yeah, that's all in the past now. On to the future with Bertha.
Yeah, Bertha. How's she doing?
Eating and crying. Nah! Yes, it is. That is very much what we are enacting right now.
Well, at least she can cry. If I didn't have perpetual dry tear duct syndrome, I would cry as well for happiness or depression.
But I tell you, that turtle, it just, I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. Have you guys ever heard a turtle moan? All night long?
Is it by itself?
It hangs out with this ball. It's very weird.
Is it? That is. Leon, let me tell you something. There are a few things I have ever heard of in this world that has disturbed me, but this is a new blow. I am so disturbed that my muscles are flexing uncontrollably by themselves. And even
I imagine
how that happens. Me, Mulric, the unfazed.
Perhaps you could let us know what a turtle moaning sounds like.
You scared my rabbit. It like jumped through its cage.
That's hilarious. Maybe it's just because I live a sad, lonely life, but that was actually highly arousing.
You could probably
we're gonna get to that someday, but not tonight.
You could probably summon a few undead turtles. They might keep you company.
You know,
Covers.
I tried that once, but then I got self-conscious about how the turtle's legs were actually thicker than mine. And he had a longer tail than me. I don't even have a tail, and I was still self-conscious about it.
But you know they're about your size. If you're gonna have a bed buddy, a turtle might not be a bad idea. They're always hard and ready to go.
Wow, really?
Yeah, might be right up your alley. Yeah.
Wow, let's drink to that. And then Clover grabs a couple shots.
I'm gonna take that shot, but not because of the turtles, but because I need to forget the turtles. And what you just said.
No,
How about? Oh, go ahead, Mulrick. Sorry.
no one forgets the turtles.
Well,
Actually,
maybe this will help.
So after you guys take this drink, all of a sudden, the world starts spinning. You get bits and flashes of things that have happened. You definitely, at some point during the night, see a turtle. Something with the turtle. You definitely are running from the watch guard at some point. And something involving a lake and fish, but you don't know what. And then all of a sudden you guys wake up. You're in some barn. It's not yours, not your barn. On the outskirts of town. Mulrick, as you wake up, you notice that there's actually something flapping around in your pants. And you look, and it's a big, slimy fish that is still clinging to life somewhat. And then Quover, you have found a top hat that you are wearing, and you are also covered in mud. At least you hope it's mud. There's a couple of barnyard animals strewn about the barn. It smells as a barn. You would expect it to. There's a distinct lack of Leon being present. And from the way that the sun is shining in through cracks in the barn, you can tell that it's already about midday.
wow. I got a raging hangover. My God, I got a fish in my trousers. What the hell? I guess it's no turtle, so at least I looked out there. Quover. It was that undead lady, I know it.
Wow. Well, I wish I could feel pain. But my head, you know, the only reason I can tell I even am hungover is because my wobbly legs are slightly more wobbly. My weak muscles are ever slightly even weaker. But actually, the pain receptors in my head have gone out from too many times of hitting my head on my very short stoop, as it were.
You look shorter for some reason.
I live in a very small house. It's to make me feel larger. It's so small that I hit my head on the doorframe too many times.
I couldn't tell. I can't tell if you're shorter because you're more pathetic or because you shrunk overnight. I imagine it's somewhere between the two of them.
Oh no, there's something on me. It's brown and sticky. If only I could smell it. I don't know if it's poop or mud. I guess I should taste it. All right, I want to try tasting the shit that's on me, whatever it is, mud or...
Oh my God. All right, 1 second. First of all, tell me, does Quover have a point of reference to know whether it's mud or shit?
You can tell by the consistency. You can't taste it. He can't, his taste isn't very good.
So, Quover, as you taste it, it is definitely fairly thick yet runny consistency that is immediately followed by a taste of a slight burning, and for some reason you momentarily begin to hear like gears whirring and a beeping sound. You don't know what that's from, but Mulric also hears it.
Well, that was odd.
Does it sound like it's coming from outside?
Nope. It's definitely coming from Quover.
Is Clover wearing a hat?
Yeah. He's wearing a top hat.
Oh my! Where did this come from?
Watch out, it's a bomb!
And I go and I try to slap it, but I'm going to try to slap it off his head.
Wait, are you slapping it off his head, or are you slapping his head?
Well, I suppose that's what it's the 6-sided die one.
Die, right? Yeah.
It's 3, so I think that means it doesn't happen.
No, it's a fail, but so you don't slap the hat off, but something else positive happens.
I don't slap the hat off. Mulric, his instincts go. He thinks it's a bomb.
Watch out! I got it, it's a bomb!
And I slap it, but I hit Quover pretty hard in the head, and because I missed the hat, I aimed a little too low. And by the grace of it, the hat fell off in the after the concussive impact.
So the minute that the hat falls off, while Quover is reeling in pain from the shock of the mighty Mulric and his unquestionably large muscles deliver quite a blow. As the hat falls off, you notice that beneath the hat look like a miniature couple banging on top of Quover's head, and they immediately cover themselves and gasp and then run off of his head and start trying to run away.
Wait,
And
come
you
back!
hear-
This is the most action I've ever had!
And you hear that them moving is the sound of the gears.
So are they metallic? Are they robots?
No, they look like little Barbie and Ken dolls.
All right. Quover tries to catch him, like tries to scoop him up.
All right, give me a roll.
Oh, whoops. I roll a 3. Failure, but. So I fail to pick them up, but I succeed in picking the hat back up. Well, at least I got this. And I put it
You
back
also notice that each of them seems to have a key in their back.
Do you see that, Mulric?
Yeah, there's only one solution, and it's worked for me every single time.
Mulric pulls out the chair, and he's gonna slam the chair. It's a 2, so it's a failure and.
No, that's just a straight fail.
So he he pulls out a chair, oddly foldable chair for a medieval time, and he tries to slam, and he keeps missing.
Ugh! This damn hangover's screwing with my aim. Usually their noggins are kaput by now.
So at one point, the male little doll thing, as you're trying to hit the ground with the chair, it actually hops on, runs up the chair, up your arm, and with its tiny yet still very floppy dong hanging right in your face, you right in your nose, and flips off of you to go to meet up with the gal and start running away again.
Wait, please. I'll put you back in the hat and you can get back on my head. Please.
It's too late for that.
And then I blow the snot. The semen rocket, I guess it would be. I blow it out of my nose.
What are you talking about?
Where did semen come from?
He never said semen. He said the little man ran up to your face. His little dong was hanging in front of your face, but he kicked you in the nose and flipped off of you.
Oh, I thought he said he nutted in my nose.
I'm weird, but I'm not that weird.
I was like, all right, I guess that's this.
I guess that's the game we're playing tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, well, that being said, now that I know what he actually did, is there anything around that I could use since the chair seemed ineffective?
There is, for some reason, a rope that is you follow the rope tied to a beam, and you follow it up, and then hanging suspended from the ceiling by the rope is a safe for some reason hung over the door, and then also like you could probably wield a baby calf if you wanted.
Wait, there's animals in here?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, wait. Don't warlocks, can't they cast hold person?
Warlocks can cast spells and stuff.
Can they cast hold person?
Well, we're not using like actual spells, but I mean you can describe the spell that you want to use. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, hold person.
Okay, I want to cast some kind of spell to try and stop them from moving.
Okay. So give me a d6 roll. Yeah.
A 5.
All right, that's just a straight up win.
All right, so over sees this little dude kick Mulrick and sees Mulrick start looking around, getting pissed, like he's gonna destroy them. He's like, "Just wait a second, okay? I forgot. I knew some spells." And he starts like waving his hands like this. Yeah, stop moving, please. And then they freeze.
Okay.
Finally, catch him.
Wait, be gentle. Now we can just interrogate them and take the little keys off their backs. We don't need to hurt them. They were just having some fun. That was all.
I don't know. I guess I'll try this interrogation thing. But if one thing goes wrong, they're getting their tricep to the face, which will probably kill their small stature.
All right, so we go over to these little dudes.
Okay.
I'm gonna wring your neck, and you're gonna like it.
Now hold on, my muscular friend. Now, little people, can we have those little keys on your back?
They're completely frozen. They don't respond.
Then just take them.
Are their faces do their faces still move or anything?
Nope, nothing moves.
Okay. I guess my spell worked a little too well. Okay, well.
Oh, by the way, so when I say keys, they're not like it's not like keys that are just taped to their back or something. It's like keys from a wind-up toy.
Oh.
Gonna take the keys regardless.
No, you're gonna break them.
Good.
Let me just pocket them. They'll be like my little sex dolls.
I thought you had enough of those.
There's nothing wrong with having more.
Quote, you are as awkward as you are intimidating.
Well, think about it. We're obviously in some kind of mystery here. How did we end up in this barn? Why is this shit all over me? And who are these two little fuck dolls on top of my head? Under this mysterious hat, which is very dashing, by the way. I think it makes my head look slightly less large.
But yet you still look smaller.
You don't have to remind me, okay? I remind myself every day. Let's just take him with us, and maybe we can ask some questions. I mean, I don't really remember what happened last night, do you?
I remember it was a great time. Yeah, it was a great time.
Well, we should probably find out more than that. Like, where's Leon? Oh my god! It's almost time for the wedding. We gotta find Leon.
You know, I think Leon will be there.
Well, first of all, we should find out where the fuck we are. Now, I'm gonna grab these two little sex dolls, and I pocket them.
All right. So as you're doing that, you hear a bell from outside the barn, and then you hear the booming voice of somebody shout, "You there in the barn! Come out with your hands up. There will be no trouble."
Mulrick walks out like
This, and he is his hands both. Both of his hands are in there. He's like, "Where is my theme song?"
Quover walks out, but he hadn't had the chance to put the little sex dolls in his pocket, so he has like a little naked man with his dong hanging out and a little naked woman, and he's just like, "Please, God, don't hurt us."
So you see 3 individuals standing before you. 2 of them are obviously from the watch. The third one is an older gentleman holding his hat and says, "That's them! That's them! They molested my daughter and assaulted my family. They came in and stole our food while we were eating, and that little one shit in my plate."
Whoa. Wow. I'm pretty bold when I drink.
Sir, I did no such thing to your daughter. Women fall before me like waves against rocks on the beach. You just can't help it.
And then you hear in the distance, "Oh, is that Mulrick? Is that Mulrick? Mulrick, it's me!" And then you see
this oil before.
and then you see the old man say, "Quiet, you! I've had enough of your lip lately. You've already been promised to Tim." And then you see from in the distance is the house and is the daughter that you supposedly molested. She's a good 500 pounds, at least.
But she still matches pound for pound with Mulrick.
Yeah, so...
Wow, I wish I could get with a girl that size. She would probably crush my tiny little body, though.
I bet you would like that kind of thing. You seem like that kind of fella.
I would like it if I didn't have brittle bone syndrome. It's a condition where all my bones break very easily.
Enough talking. Now you shall come with us, or you shall die.
How many people are there?
It's two people that are armed. One is the captain, one is the lackey.
And then Quover's like, wait, did you see another one with us? A dwarf? He was wearing a belt. He was probably really drunk.
The old man says, no, it was just the two of you talking about some turtle and a job that you did.
A job? What did we say about a job?
You guys were incoherent. I didn't even know you were talking about actual stuff. And then the thing with my daughter, oh my God, and his face just gets red and he starts trying to pull a dagger from the captain, who just kicks him to the ground and says, enough of that, sir.
Okay, I look to Mulric and I'm like, it's time for a distraction. It's time to get out of here. I got a plan.
Greatest distraction.
Okay, yes, that's undisputable, but I've got a plan. I'm gonna throw the little donger at them. They'll be so distracted by his little dong that they won't even see us run away.
I mean, I think you're the only one distracted by the little dong, but if you think that'll work,
well, to you it looks little, but it's actually larger than mine. So yes, it is very, very distracting.
All right. In the case that fails, Mulric the Unfazed is about to become unfazed.
Wow, that was a great line. All right, then I try and throw both of these little dolls at the two armed people to distract them so that we can run.
All right, roll 2d6. You have advantage because this is one of those instances where Mulric's luck ability will come into play.
Ooh, I rolled a 6.
All right, so you succeed and something good happens.
All right, I throw the two little dolls at these people, and the first succeed is that they successfully strike both of them in the heads and like daze them for a second. So Mulric and I start running away, and additionally, the 500-pound daughter joins us. That's the second good thing. She couldn't be away from Mulric, so she followed us.
Is she rolling after us, or is she like?
She starts out at a good clip, then she trips, she begins rolling, but then manages to hit a rock, which bounces her up into the air, and then she clamps onto Mulric's back like an insanely heavy backpack. Oh, Mulric, I'm so glad to be back with you.
Shut up, baby, I know it.
All right, so we run into town. I'm gonna take the helm here if that's okay, Dustin.
Sure.
We run into town because it's probably the best place we can lose them, and also we got to find clues about what the hell happened and where Leon is.
Okay, so you guys managed to escape. You see as you look back behind you in making your escape, you see the two guards being assaulted by the genitalia of the little mini people, and the old man running, trying to catch his wayward daughter. Only to stop after 10 feet and begin gasping for air, shaking his fist at you, swearing that this is not the last Mulric will see of Mustachio Bensworth.
Wow, Mustachio Bensworth. I wish I had a rival. I wish I had an arch nemesis. Nobody ever cares too much about me to even register that I'm even there. You're so lucky, Mulric.
I'm just picturing that episode of Futurama where Hermes leaves and Zoidberg was upset and he's like, why are you upset, Zoidberg? He hates you. Like, at least he cared enough to tell me he hated me. Yeah.
So you guys managed to get back into town. Things are looking normal. Normal routine for everybody coming and going. You do see a little bit of activity going on at the church, which is expected since there's a wedding to be had later today.
Oh God, we're running out of time. Mulrick, I'm of the opinion that we should start at the bar. You know, where it all began.
Where all great adventures start.
Agreed.
It's only 9 o'clock, but I feels like I can start drinking. Wow, I already have a flagon of ale in my hand.
Apparently I grabbed a flagon of ale, or it was handed to me by the daughter on my back.
Yeah, that's it.
Your 500-pound wench.
Yes. So she is a backpack on you basically right now, grabbing you and just won't let go. But upon her back is a keg of ale.
See, I told you she was a good thing.
The finest ale you've ever tasted. It tastes like sweat.
I wish I could sweat. My sweat glands have actually fused closed, and so I have to pant to cool off.
You know, I mean, sometimes you're lucky that you have me and Leon as a friend.
Yeah. And I start to blush. Let's go to the Dragon Inn.
So, as you guys are heading towards the Dragon's Den, unfortunately, the path takes you right past the wedding party. And Bertha
Oh God.
is very much at the front of the group, and she locks eyes with Mulrick and Quover, and you could see the heat just steaming off of her face. She's painted somewhat similarly to. You guys ever see the Drew Carey show?
No.
No.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find a picture because this is worth sharing.
Oh God, Mulrick, she's coming.
Don't worry, I have a way with women. As you can see, I'll calm her down.
Speaking of women, whatever happened to my undead broad?
She's probably rotting in a closet somewhere.
Oh God, Melinda.
All right, so this is what Bertha looks like.
Oh God.
My God, she's hideous. What was Leon thinking? Must have been drunk this entire time. God, this beauty on my back is 10 times more beautiful.
Oh, you just know how to make all the girls blush.
You shut up, baby, I know it.
So Bertha storms over to the two of you and starts poking each of your chests and says, "Where is Leon? He didn't show up for the rehearsal. You two had better know what's going on."
Oh, of course I know what's going on. I am Ulrich, the unfazed, and I don't give a rat's ass about you right now. But what I care about is Leon, and why.
She interrupts what you're saying, and from out of nowhere, pulls a meat tenderizer out and smacks you right across the face with it.
Oh God!
Sending you flying. Thankfully, you land on the whale of a backpack to cushion your fall.
Oh!
And then she waves it at Quover and says, "Don't give me no lip. Get Leon now." And then she walks away back to her bridesmaids.
That one's a real bridezilla.
Wow, she acknowledged you. She actually hit you with the meat tenderizer. I wish I had gotten acknowledged.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little tender.
Yeah, you have plenty of meat to tenderize, unlike me.
Oh, you know that's true.
I'm all skin and brittle bones.
And I'm all oil.
Oh yeah, and you can feel the girl like rub it all on your chest.
Maybe we can turn up the heat later and start cooking some eggs on my biceps.
And then you hear the girl whisper, "I think I'm lactating."
Oh.
Maybe I didn't sign up for this.
You know, even though I'm a male, I'm also lactating. That's another one of my conditions.
Can we take a break for a second while I get something to drink?
Sure. He went to go get milk.
Ew. That would be hilarious, though.
all this talk about milk.
I like how you thought there was a cum rocket in your nose.
Yeah.
You totally misheard that.
Yeah, I did. Clearly. But, you know, that's not the first thing I misheard.
Did you grab milk, Mike? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I knew it. As soon as you got up, I was like, he's gonna go get milk. I know it.
Oh, I know. My earphones are wireless, so I can hear you guys.
Oh.
You can lactate with the best of them.
So you guys are making your way to the Dragon's Den. As you walk in, it's a pretty sparse crowd, given that it's midday and most people don't drink during the day. And then suddenly you see the barkeep, and he's like, "Oh no, you guys get right the fuck out." And then he's like shooing you guys away.
Now without a drink, you wouldn't turn away one of your best customers, would you now?
Oh, after some of the... Do you guys want to see what you did? And then he pulls out what looks to be like a large wooden board with the... with Clover's second cousin removed or something, her head attached to it, eyes replaced with shot glasses, and basically like it would be like a double shot, like a body, like one of those shot board things, but with her skull.
Oh no, Melinda. Oh. At least
Do you guys know how many health code violations you guys created with this? And he throws it at you guys. Quover manages to actually catch it.
Wow. I didn't realize I had such good reflexes. At least she died again doing what she loved, being used as a human shot glass.
Some of us have very lofty expectations in life.
Well, Mr. Bartender, if you could tell us, did you see our friend? He was a dwarf wearing a champion belt. And he was very drunk. The Bachelor.
Yeah. You guys left out of here not too long after decapitating your cousin or something and then creating this thing. You guys, do you know how much gore you sprayed across my patrons? I'm never going to get that stink out.
Well, it always could be worse.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice the smell. You see, my nostrils actually, and like before he can even explain, someone stops him because they're just like, shut up.
Yeah, he's just like, he puts a hand up and he's like, guys, normally your shenanigans, all fun and games, laugh, haha, weird, but at the end of the day, kind of funny. This crossed the line.
Well, how many lines did it cross? If it's less than 3, Mugthok's not interested. Mulrich's not interested.
Your name's now Mudthok.
I'm having split personalities disorder. I am Mugthok, and I am Mulrich. Fear us. Fear me first, though.
Oh, wow, you have 2 personalities? I barely have half of one. I've actually been clinically diagnosed of only having half a personality.
Shut up, Quover. Don't listen to him. He's an asshole.
Wow, being acknowledged by 2 people at once. This is amazing.
Anyways, you guys all left shouting something about a turtle and getting revenge.
Revenge.
That's all I know.
Revenge. Revenge is a dish best served on the mats.
Sir, if you would allow me to ask just 2 questions. You know, 2 questions just like the 2 shot glasses that we inserted into poor Melinda's head instead of her 2 eyeballs. Just 2 questions, please, sir.
Get on with it, Quover.
Oh, you even know my name. Oh, my God. What a glorious day.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Oh, God. Okay. Question number 1. Where would somebody find turtles around here? And question number 2. Where would someone find a fountain or some kind of something with fish in it? You know, my friend, he had a fish in his pant leg. It was actually very frightening.
There's a fish farm not too far away from here. As for turtles, I don't know. I'm not into your little the weird stuff that you guys are into. Whatever you were doing with that turtle, I don't want to know, and I don't really care. Just go, please.
Well, you could keep this as a souvenir. I just put it back on the bar.
He then proceeds to toss it into the fireplace.
Oh, God. That's what usually happens when I give people gifts.
I can see that. You shut up. It's my turn. It's my turn to deceive her. Yeah, I can see that.
All right, so you guys know that there's a fish farm not too far away, and then and that you were doing something with the turtle. What's the plan?
Can I at least have a drink for the road? Or 2.
Give me a D6 roll with advantage.
6.
So you could see the barkeep will toss 2 bottles very violently at you. However, you manage to do one of those Spider-Man dodges, grabbing both of them in midair, and then coming down with 2 fresh brewskis that were meant to shatter against your skull.
And you also have a 500-pound lady on your back this entire time. Good job, dude.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world, little boy.
Wow, that was quite the dexterous feat.
Yeah, the barkeep is stunned and says, "Oh,
They don't call me Rick the Unfazed for nothing."
I just start downing one.
Okay, Mulrick and Mudrick, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. I'm tired of this place, but I got a beer left. I don't care. Get the hell out. All right, let's go.
So we're gonna go to the fish farm. Do we see any turtles along the way to the fish farm?
You do not see a turtle, but in the middle of the lake of the fish farm, you see a very tan halfling floating on one of those floating rings in the middle of the lake, just kind of lounging with sunglasses on, wearing a pair of shorts. And he's got one of those, he's got a whole bunch of sunscreen on his nose.
Are halflings typically shorter or taller than gnomes?
Gnomes are a little bit shorter, I believe.
Oh, wow, look at him out there tanning. He's so much taller than me. Oh. And his nose is so perfect. And his skin doesn't burn, unlike mine. Oh. We should go talk to him.
His personality is probably not as grating also.
What can I say? I'm perpetually depressed. I've actually been clinically diagnosed with perpetual depression.
Sounds like it. That'll never end. That sucks. Well, you know what you could do, and this is just my little secret now. Yeah, my secret. You're feeling sad. Just remember that Mulrick is the cream of the crop, and that'll make you feel better. It always does for me. Yeah.
What about Mudrick?
Mugthuck, that imposter. No, I am the cream of the crop. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, it occurs to me that you and I have actually never spent this much time together. I can understand why my personality would be grating on you. You've only ever spent time with me in like 10-minute intervals before. This is actually the greatest day of my life. I don't know if you can tell.
Unfortunately, I can. Do you smell that?
What do I smell?
It's something that smells fishy around here. Good one, Mulrick, you sly bastard. Thanks. I'm great at stand-up comedy.
Wow, that joke was so bad it actually made me feel better about myself. You should go talk to that halfling.
And then as you guys approach, the halfling kind of turns, and then he notices you, and he's like, "Oh, Mulrick, Clover, what up, dudes?" And you can see him kind of splashing the water a little bit to head toward you guys.
Wow, a friendly welcome. This is a nice change of pace.
Crazy night last night, guys. You ever take care of that turtle problem?
Actually, we're here about the turtle problem and a problem about our friend Leon. You remember Leon?
Oh yeah, the weird guy that likes to jump around and wear the belt. By the way, do you realize, Mulrick, that you got something on your back?
Shut up, baby, I knew it. This is my pride and joy.
charmed, I'm sure.
Would you like to take her for a test ride?
No, but thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Mulrick,
She's probably pretty buoyant.
Mulrick/Mudthark. What is her name anyway?
Her name is Glory, and that is my one true love. Isn't that Glory?
Actually, it's Genevieve, but Glory is fine.
See, exactly what I'm talking about. One true love.
Wow. I've never actually named anybody before. That was impressive. I've only ever named my diseases. I have so many diseases that the doctors actually ran out of names to describe them.
Didn't you name a couple of your boils too?
Oh yeah, I actually ran out of names for all the boils I have.
We were talking about that last night, and you were showing us.
Wow.
It was kind of gross. Yeah, it was sick. You sick. Hey, you don't talk to him like that. That's my job.
Wow. Well, if I had shown you guys that, I must have really been drunk.
Speaking of drunk, you almost died, Mulrick.
Whoa! What happened? Please do tell, Mr. Halfling.
You guys came down here with some crazy idea of trying to drown a turtle. Now, I told you guys I didn't think you could drown a turtle, and Mulrick here took that as a challenge. So he went and he dove down to the bottom of the lake to try and drown that turtle. He went down, he didn't come back up for 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Pretty impressive, but, you know, turtle was fine. Mulrick was a bit blue.
Are you sure that he didn't actually die and I didn't just bring him back to life with my warlock powers? I am a great and powerful warlock, you know.
Oh yeah, you tried, but all you could manage was to burp loud enough to, like, shatter that tree over there and then conjure some pink bubbles.
Wow, well, at least I accomplished something.
No, it was Leon that managed to save Mulrick. He did something called the CRP or something like that. I don't know. It was some weird trick that he had.
Oh, I think you mean RPC, yes.
Whatever. It looked like he just kissed Mulrick. I thought it was a little gay, but, you know, did the trick.
Hey now, I'll have you know I had 2 little gay men fucking on my head earlier today, and I loved them. There's nothing wrong with the little gay sex, okay? I was gonna keep them if I didn't have to throw them as a distraction. God, my life is so depressing.
So the halfling, like, raises his sunglasses, like, you okay, Clover?
I'm much different when I'm drunk. You probably liked me a lot better.
You weren't quite as neurotic.
I'm not sure if I prefer drunk Clover or sober Clover. I'm starting to think that somewhere, and it's just somewhere in the middle. That's the sweet spot.
Well, anyways, after you tried to drown the turtle and it didn't work, you talking about something about smashing it?
That was what we were trying to do next. Okay, Where would we have gone to smash the turtle?
I don't know. You guys went in that direction over there. And then the glory on Mulrick's back says, "Oh, that's the direction of the farm."
Another farm? I thought this was a farm.
No, my farm.
Oh, God. Does that mean your father will be there?
Probably.
Well, as long as we stay at least 15 feet away from him, he should probably not be able to catch up with us.
It would seem his endurance is about that level. However, I don't know if I want to go back to the farm. After all, we left there because there was nothing of interest.
What do you mean? We were drunk as fuck. That's why we left.
This morning.
No, that was a barn. That was not the farm.
The barn is there.
Oh, God. But I'm sure we just didn't stay in the barn the whole time. We didn't actually explore the property of your farm, right? Wait a minute, Glory! You saw us last night.
Oh, I saw everything I wanted to.
Wait, was Leon with us when we came to the barn? The farm?
He ran off saying about something that he had to go and find.
Find what?
I don't know. He was yelling something about keys and the perfect smashing thing.
Okay, well, now you tell us. Where would somebody go to find something to smash?
I just use a hammer or mallet.
Is there a hammer shop in town?
Not that I know of.
Maybe there's a hammer at the farm.
But she said Leon left the farm. We have to find Leon, Mulrick/Muddog.
Hey, you don't talk to the other guy, you only talk to me.
Well, which one are you?
Yes! I am the one true Mulrick, and I am the one and only Mugfuck.
How about I call you, Molfock or Mudrick?
That is a disgrace to both of our names.
Oh. Sorry.
Mulrick/Mugfuck bristles slightly, but then kind of calms down after just rubbing his oiled arms a little bit.
Oh, baby, you look so tense. And then you feel her like kind of scratching on the back of your neck.
Yeah. Yeah, beat me like a drum, baby.
Here's another ale.
Yes, a good old sword ale. There's a little slow of stillness.
Wow, it must be nice to be loved. Anyway, we should really find Leon. Mr. Halfling, do you have any idea where our friend would have gone?
All I know is that you guys left together.
Wait, did we leave that turtle here?
Nope.
Oh.
Let's head back to the farm.
All right.
As much as I don't want to go back there, perhaps we left a clue or something on the way. Maybe footprints. Leon's footprints can be found.
Good thinking, Mulrick.
Thinking is what I do best. Thinking with these babies, that is. They're the size of two large brains, and I'm proud of both their intellect.
So I guess we'll head to the farm.
Okay. How are you going to approach the farm?
Stealthily through the bushes.
With Glory on your back?
They might think it's like a wandering cow.
All right. Both of you give me D6 rolls at disadvantage.
Wow, I rolled 2 6s, not a joke.
Nice.
I got a 4.
Okay. So both of you succeed in sneaking back to the farm and the barn. Something additional good happens to Clover, but something not so good happens to Mulrick. So you guys are free to come up with.
All right. Quover spots one of the little fuck dolls and takes off his hat. He's still wearing the top hat. Takes off the top hat and invites him back in, and he jumps in the top hat, and Quover puts it back on his head.
Okay.
So Mulrick, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say you once again hear the whirring of gears and the beep of like a electronic beep.
Wait, is he fucking himself? Or did I get both of them?
You just hear what you hear.
Okay. And I don't disturb them this time. I just let them do it. Or him do it, whatever he's doing. So what bad happens to what's your success but?
Mulrick successfully sneaks through the bushes, carrying Glory on his back. And but
So here's the but. Here's the but. I got the but. Thanks to the story dice. All of a sudden, a rain cloud appears over you and just over you and begins drenching you. And you suddenly begin feeling this tingle in your throat that spreads to your chest, and you cough, and you're hacking, and you're hacking. And then as you're hacking, something comes up. And Quover sees that what comes up is a hand. And so something actually painfully crawls out of you through your mouth. And it's Muddock.
just his hand.
No,
No,
his entire body.
Yeah. So it's an identical version of you, except there is a single scar over his right eye. That's the only differentiating characteristic.
Wow. Mugthok. You're even oiled when you come out as a freshborn something. Ooh, yeah, I'm always oiled, baby.
But then Muddock says, "Ooh, but there can only be one true one of us." And then he uppercuts you.
Now. You don't play by that kind of game. We don't play that kind of game. You know better than that. You know that I am the cream of the crop.
And I jump on to grapple him.
All right. Give me a D6.
It's a 5.
All right. So you managed to grapple him.
Yeah, I'm putting. He's currently in like a sleeper hold.
Okay.
Wow! A real-life wrestling match with your doppelganger. This is incredible. Should I help or should I just watch?
Just be in my cheering section.
Well, you've already got one on your back.
Maybe you're gonna have to get off for a minute. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
He's addressing Glory.
So while you are, while you have him in, while you have Muddock in a sleeper hold, Muddock is furiously searching the ground for whatever he can find and feeling around with his hands, and he wraps his hand around something, pulls it up, and hits you with it. And after the stars clear from your face, you realize that it's a giant toadstool that he just whacked you with. And then Muddock takes off his belt and like does one of those Indiana Jones sort of things, wrapping the belt around your hand, and then it wraps around his hand, and you're both tied by your hands in the classic like Michael Jackson Thriller or what's that one? Bad. Beat It. Yes. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
Hold on.
Let me figure it out real quick.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. One wants to be defeated. Show how fucking strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong. Beat it.
Dustin, does this help?
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So that's what he has managed to do with his belt.
You fool. Whoa. You only caught my left hand. You know I'm right-handed. Yeah, this should be easier than squashing baby children.
Ooh, we shall see, Ulrich.
There can only be one.
On that, Ulrich, we agree.
I go into fireman carry and throw Bugthok. But like throw fireman carry and like slam him down because I'm still tied to it.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute. All right, give me a d6.
It's a 4.
All right. So what goes wrong?
I fireman carry him and slam him down. But as he comes down, his leg sweeps out and trips me.
All right. So you're both on the ground now.
Yeah.
And then, so Quover is just sitting in a tree, watching.
Depressed.
So Mudthak from the ground looks at you and says, "Hold on, Mulric. I am confused. Why are we fighting like this? We should be tag teaming."
Then who gets the gold belt?
Mudthak earnestly considers this for several long seconds. Oh, you're right. And then from some pouch, he presses a button, and then out of nowhere, a anvil falls from the sky. So give me a d6 roll, Mulric, to see how you respond to that.
I got a 6.
All right. What happens?
Anvil falls
You
out of the
escape and
sky.
something good.
The anvil falls out of the sky, and I sense it coming, so I reach forward and grab Mugthok, and I take a big yank backwards and fall back. So as the anvil falls, it falls and actually crushes Mugthok.
Okay.
He's pinned. The anvil's on top of him, and it hit pretty hard. He could be dead or he could be alive.
He's dead. His head is crushed. His body is sunken into the earth. He's jittering like only a freshly dead, crushed head can produce.
Wow, that was a bit anticlimactic.
Victory isn't always the most graceful win.
You know, I know. We'll have a rematch. I'll bring it back to life. And I use my warlock powers to try and bring him back to life.
Also, give me a d6 roll in addition to that.
Okay. Okay, my first roll was a 1.
Okay.
And my second roll was a 5.
So, I'm going to send you an email. So not only does your spell fail, Clover, but it actually, the beam comes out of your fingers, hits the anvil in just such a way that it bounces off of it, striking you, causing, let's see what it's going to cause. Let's turn to the story dice. Now, one of your eyes is perpetually going to be covered in crusty yellow pus. And whenever you breathe, it's going to make that really annoying whistle sound.
Well, I can't say this is the first time this has happened.
And then did you get my... Yeah.
By the way, you know, this happening actually reminded me of something that happened last night. Remember that safe inside the barn?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think Leon was going to use that to crush the turtle.
Interesting.
Maybe we should go check out the safe. But if that doesn't yield anything, then maybe we should find someone who sells safes around here. Or who's missing a safe.
I think checking out the safe would be the safe option.
Two terrible jokes in one day. That's amazing.
Mugthok is always makes Mugthok. He always laughed at my jokes.
Nice save.
You know, I hate that guy, but at the same time, I like him.
Well, I tried to bring him back for you. He will be missed.
He's in pieces over it.
All right, so as you guys enter the barn, you see the safe where you had left it, swinging slightly. And then you also notice the head of a large turtle poking out from under some hay.
Hmm.
Glory, I need a few minutes alone.
Oh, okay, Mulrick. You just call when you're ready here.
I go out to graze at pasture.
She reluctantly releases her grip from your back, and you suddenly stand up about 12 feet taller because of how you didn't realize how much weight she was putting down on you until she got off.
Mulrick looks down at the ground and he notices that he's actually sunk about an inch into the earth. Like it was getting to about 2 inches lower than everybody else. He picks up the turtle. Is there anything interesting about it?
Well, it's
Yeah.
not just a turtle. It's one of those giant, like, Galapagos tortoises.
Oh. Wow, that's quite the turtle. It makes me feel very inferior.
And while you say that, it turns to you and goes,
What is this strange feeling? Oh, yes, I'm aroused.
I think it's like I think he likes you. You want a couple minutes alone?
I think we're getting quite distracted by the turtle. We came here for the safe, not the turtle, remember?
I think this is Hurdle. This is Leon's turtle.
Oh my god, you might be right.
Or Bertha's turtle.
But still, we need to check out the safe.
Is there like a knife sitting on the floor?
there actually is not too far away from where the safe has been tied.
I'm going to use that knife to cut the rope. The rope that's hanging the safe.
Okay. You cut the rope, and the safe falls with a loud and very thunderous crash. Afterwards, you hear a slight, muffled,
My goodness. There's someone in there.
We better open it up. I don't like surprises.
You know,
All right.
Mulrick, you've done a lot today. Let me take this one. You know, back in my day, I used to pick locks. With my penis, because it's so fucking small. It could fit inside the locks. And Kovar pulls down his pants and he's aroused, so he's got like a little tiny hard
Oh my
lock.
god. Oh man.
Mulrick turns away.
Alright, here we go. Kovar tries to pick the lock with his dick.
You're rolling with a disadvantage.
I rolled a 1. Okay.
Not only do you fail to pick the lock,
No. Why? What are you gonna say?
but Quover is suddenly and painfully circumcised.
Well, this is quite the conundrum. And there's blood everywhere. I can't say this is the first time this has happened.
I can't say you didn't ask for it. Because you know I did.
You're right. It's okay. I have a condition where I regrow tissue. So every couple of years I have to circumcise my penis anyway. So this just worked out.
Quover, as you mentioned earlier, we've only spent time with each other in 10-minute intervals. Sometimes I think that's too much.
That's quite honestly one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me. Why don't you give it a go? I've obviously failed.
I'm gonna take that knife, and I'm just gonna punch the lock.
So do you even use
Wait,
the
you're gonna
knife?
take the knife, but you're gonna punch it.
Yeah, so like I take the knife in like my right hand, and then like I look at it, and I just start punching the lock.
All right, give me a d6 roll. Your luck ability allows you to roll without disadvantage.
That's a 2.
All right, so
Wow.
your hand is a little sore, but not able to open the lock that way.
Well, I have one more idea. And I take off my hat and I grab the little dude. Hey, little man, can you open the lock for us?
The little dude is squirming, and has juices on him. He's not wanting to be held or doesn't want to cooperate, but he does have that key that is turning around in his back, and it looks like a pretty good fit for the safe.
Wow! You know, I never noticed this key was actually a good fit for the lock before. Now, I would try and rip it off, Mulric, but I've got really weeny little arms, so why don't you do it?
Gladly.
No hesitation.
So the little dude becomes limp as his key no longer turns in his back.
I'm actually quite sad now.
But it fits into the safe. You open the safe and you see a battered and bruised Leon, covered in his own vomit, and the belt that was given to him scratched and tarnished.
Leon, I'm glad you're safe.
So happy to see you, Leon. You actually spend 11 minutes with me a day.
What time is it?
Yeah,
did I
about that.
smash the turtle?
No.
Oh God, did I smash the turtle? Bertha is gonna kill me.
Well, she might kill you because you might be late to your wedding. We should probably get you out of here and cleaned up.
Leon, I hate to say this, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Bertha, she's hideous.
I'm not sure you should say that about our friend's betrothed.
No, it's okay, Quover. Mulric, you're absolutely right. But it's not about looks. It's about the things she could do with her tongue.
I see. I knew a girl named Glory once. I understand these feelings.
And then he sees the turtle, and he says, "Oh God, Hurdle, you're safe. Oh, guys, I wanted to go in that safe and be the one to crush Hurdle. What was I thinking? Bertha would kill me."
I don't know what you were thinking, but it sounds like it was a great idea at the time.
And so we've come full circle, just like in the original Hangover.
All right.
It was fun.
Yeah.
You guys with your characters and voices, that was amazing. Like, it just flowed out of both of you.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. the great thing about playing a wrestler, macho man type thing is like, even if you can't think of something to say, you can still say something and have it sound in character.
I just like how our characters evolved. You became like a fucking. You had twin personalities that came, and one of your personalities literally came out of you. And I'm pretty sure I started out this game, I was just going to be depressed and have body issues, but then it turned into like I have every disease known to man.
That voice reminds me of what is it, Morty or something from Family Guy? The pharmacist.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Morty.
Yeah, I guess I was kind of channeling that. There was someone else I was thinking of when I was doing it too.
You did really well. I was really impressed with both of you guys, the way you were playing.
You had your voice was like a Morty / like a Snaggletooth or Snagglepuss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was fun. That was funny.
Stage left.
But yeah.
Stage left even.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yep.
I play I have a game that I meet up for like every other week, and I play a barbarian named Mugthok, who is just that very character. So that's why I said Mugthok, and I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah. Well, I guess I could roll with it being like a multi-personality thing.
That was cool. It really worked. I also like that name, Muddock. I'm going to be stealing that for some character, an NPC, sometime in the future.
Mugthok is a great, like, he's a half-orc barbarian fight, you know. It's a great, like, half-orc name. Or just, like, general, like, I'm just gonna, just a general fighter, real big idiot type deal. But yeah, it's a shame that Brandon wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's okay.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully, we'll hear response from him, throughout the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they have their own like version of like Independence Day or something.
Huh?
They have a bunch of weird holidays over there. I know that. Like they have this one holiday. It's like Boxing Day or something, where everybody like gets an entire box of booze and then they just go to like a park somewhere and just start drinking this giant box of booze.
Sounds like us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything around this time of year. The month of July is pretty barren for holidays. They have Picnic Day. They have Anzac Day on April 25th, and then they have Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day. But yeah, it looks like there's nothing going on.
Hopefully we'll hear from him soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, take it easy, everyone.
You guys have a good night.
We'll see you soon.
Yep.
Bye.
All right.